Hello and welcome to Movie a Day with Kenzo Lee. We're going to change it up a little bit today and do something a little bit different. This is going to be our end of the weekend box office analysis. I'm going to do this every Monday and just see how it goes, I guess. This is the box office for the weekend of March 6th. Yeah, right. March 6th, 2009. It was a big weekend for, comic book fans, along with also fans of any graphic novels, as The Watchmen was reviewed this week. Actually, we did it on Friday, didn't we? Yeah, that was reviewed on Friday. And Watchmen actually grossed under what it was supposed to. It made about $55.5 million right now, based upon Sunday estimates. It was hoping to range in somewhere in the $60 to $70 million range, and unfortunately didn't make that. At number 2 this week, Medea Goes to Jail. Tyler Perry's comedy remained strong with $8.8 to $9 million for its final, tallied numbers. That's not bad at all, especially consider the fact that, Watchmen had such a huge opening. Taken, of all things, still remained in the mix with a $7.5 million take. Slumdog Millionaire, still off of its Academy Award win, no surprise there, taking about $7 million. And then Paul Blart Mall Cop, rounding out the top 5 with about $4.2 million. This week was not a surprise very much at all. I do have to say that definitely the biggest thing about it was that, Watchmen did not break Matrix Reloaded's record of about $72 million in an opening weekend. Perhaps had to do something with, the mixed reviews of the film, or potentially also the fact that it is 3 hours long. Now, next week, opening up on Friday the 13th, the second Friday the 13th we've had this year. Kind of creepy, don't you think? We have 2 movies. One is a horror movie. It's going to be The Last House on the Left, which is a remake. The Last House on the Left is about basically a family goes on vacation, daughter goes away with some friends, gets caught by some scary people, gets left for dead, and then shows up back at the house. It's a long story, but it's really going to be interesting because it is a remake of one of the first horror movies that was made before Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and Nightmare on Elm Street all got big, based more upon suspense than an actual horror, scary, creepy villain with claws or a huge machete. Do I think it'll do as well as Friday the 13th, the remake, did? I don't think so. Friday the 13th, when it opened on Friday the 13th last month, did very, very, very well. It was primarily because of the fact that not only was it a great remake of an awesome franchise, but also because of the fact that it opened on an awesome Friday the 13th date with the name attached to it, kind of had that going for it. I think House on the Left will probably do around $15 to $20 million maximum. It'll all depend pretty much upon how the reviews go for it. The other movie to be released this week will be Race to Witch Mountain. A Race to Witch Mountain, yes. A Disney film starring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, who's not going by The Rock anymore, it's just Dwayne Johnson, and is basically a huge special effects laden kids film. It's based upon it's a remake of a few movie series, I believe, in the 70s that also starred 2 kind of slightly creepy kids who were actually aliens trying to get back to their mountain. That's basically the gist of the film. I don't know how it's going to do. I would say probably, it is a Disney movie, and it is the only one of its kind that is truly a children's movie that's going to be out there right now besides the Jonas Brothers movie. So I would say that it's probably going to make between 15 and 20 million also. So for my top 5 for next weekend's box office, I believe that Watchmen will stay at number 1. I don't think it'll lose that much steam, so it'll definitely make about probably $20 to $25 million next week for Watchmen. The Last House on the Left and Race to Witch Mountain will be the 2 and 3 spots, probably flip-flopped around. I would actually say Race to Witch Mountain is going to be number 2, then The Last House on the Left at number 3. Number 4, I think Medea Goes to Jail will still control the secondary spot after the first 2, and then I either believe it'll be Taken or Slumdog Millionaire in the 5th spot. Now, hopefully it will be a very large weekend for the box office, and hopefully, I'm a big fan of Watchmen, so I'm hoping that, we might be able to keep some steam going, make over $150 million. So, for a movie a day, this is Kenzo Lee. You can check out the videos at www.kuchikouture.com, and I'll be back tomorrow with another review of a comic movie. See you tomorrow.